Listeners may find the following footage deeply disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh yeah, I just got this new Dixon. I had to go up a size. I had to go up a size, brother.
You big fatty.
Yeah, it's all right.
It'll happen. It'll happen the other way too.
Mm-hmm. It's like fluctuating so much right now.
What's fluctuating?
It says 99% uploaded.
Oh, weird. See
and then
that?
it'll go down to like 87.
Oh, it's because we're giving it shit to have to load content data. The data. Fucking so here we are, the Chief and Tatanka Show. Except we're doing a little bit different this time. Because last time, I don't know if you caught what happened there. I got a coughing fit. And
I caught what happened there. Did you catch what happened there?
I definitely caught what happened there. I'm like, oh, I'll just.
Did you see I went back and I timestamped it?
Did you? I didn't. No, that's funny. I was like, I'll just pause this and have my coughing fit and resume, and you can't do that. That's not how this works. I just ended our podcast. We're done here. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just name it. That's not the pause button. It'll be funny, and we'll put it up. So that's why the last episode, number 4, is a little abrupt. Thomas messaged me. He's like, did I just, like, what happened there? I was like, yeah, technical difficulties.
Operator error?
Operator error.
Pebcac error? You ever heard of a pebcac error?
Yeah. Don't lose
pebcac is a problem exists between keyboard and chair.
It's keyboard and chair. I like that. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so this is a little bit different, but I like this. This is nice because we get to see your office and I mean obviously we've been in my office recording this, so yeah, this is awesome.
Well, I think it'll make
it's good to see your face, man.
Production. No, it's not. It's this face. It's this face.
Well, okay, but on my end it's like garbled and scrambled, so it's actually
you're all
not
fuzzy.
bad.
Oh, I see. It's like
no, you're fuzzy.
It's like 1990s. I'm not gonna say it.
I know. I was about to say it. Are we talking about scrambled cable?
Scramble.
I'm out.
Scrambled cable. Yes, it was scrambled cable.
Right.
What are they doing? But yeah, I think this
was that
way.
A butt?
I think there's 2 of them.
Surprise! It's like being in Thailand.
That's all you, Navy boy. That's all you.
I've never been to Thailand, for the record.
What's the capital of Thailand?
Okay.
Anyways, we will be able to do more frequency, more content, more podcasts. Doing it this way, so because I don't know when I'm home half the time, and sometimes it's not always convenient to go all the way into town to your place. And so this way, I'm at my house, you're at your house, and we're doing a show.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It'll probably work out.
It'll send.
Benjamin Franklin on the other end, joining us today as our guest.
Hang on. You say that.
You have a wig? Wow. Okay. All right.
Okay. So can we talk about? Can we talk about Ben Franklin for like? Yeah. We're talking about Ben Franklin. We're going to go down this rabbit hole.
I don't know much about him. I know he liked France a lot.
Okay, I can get into that. So this book, I bought this book for one of the one of the history classes I was in, and we got to pick, whatever historical figure, and we would have to do like research and whatever. And so I picked Benjamin Franklin. So Benjamin Franklin is one of my favorite forefathers. And, obviously I tote this around on my arm, and he drew this, right? So this was America's first political cartoon, which I find super interesting. Yeah, bam, there it is.
We apparently like the same things. That was just on my chair.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Because it was on this wall, and I got my Josh Allen and my Jim Kelly framed finally, and so I had to pull the join or die down, and it was on my chair.
I mean, that is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I did a lot of research on this guy. I wrote a research paper. Super interesting. Definitely, probably my favorite founding father to learn about. I mean, they were all very unique in their own ways, obviously, and yeah, Benjamin Franklin is just interesting to me. He grew up in Massachusetts, and he was expected to run the family's tallow shop. They made like tallow for candles and stuff, and he didn't want to do it. He wasn't interested in that, and that wasn't, Benjamin's deal. And so he decided to leave. He basically ran away when he was, I think, late teenage years, and he moved to Pennsylvania. And once he was in Pennsylvania, I know he had some scholastic pursuits at some point, but he didn't finish his degree because he was not very good at algebra, which is interesting because I'm not great at algebra myself. So, but I could go on about this, but what I think is awesome about Ben Franklin was, he was a pioneer. He blazed his own way. He didn't just let one industry define him. He obviously was instrumental in creating the Farmer's Almanac, as well as the library in Pennsylvania. As well as several like educational institutions out there in Pennsylvania. So I don't know. He did a lot, and he owned a lot of things, but he wasn't just one thing. He did his own shit, and that's kind of me. Like, I like just doing a lot of different things and being involved in different things. And yeah, so when I had to get some glasses, some readers, I was like, man, I kind of dig these.
it definitely looks like some Benjamin Franklin glasses. So you told me about him. I don't know much. I mean, I know who he is, obviously, but like I haven't read many biographies or whatnot, even histories on Ben Franklin. But Dad, have you ever heard of a guy named Smedley Butler? Ringing a bell?
I don't think so.
So I've been wanting to tell you about this dude for 2 weeks now because I find him super interesting. He was born in 1881 and died in 1940. He is, I believe, the only U.S. Marine to be awarded not one but 2 medals of honor, and not posthumous either. He had a 34-year.
That's like a unicorn, man. 2, and it's not.
Yeah. So he had a 34-year in the United States Marine Corps. He actually, my notes are out of order. He lied about his age to join the Marine Corps. He had deployments in the Philippine-American War, the Boxer Rebellion, Mexican Revolution, World War I, and then the Banana Wars. He died in 1940. 16 medals, 5 for bravery, a brevet medal, and then 2 medals of honor, for separate actions. Lied about his age to receive a direct commission as a second lieutenant in the Spanish-American War. He was commissioned as a first lieutenant on 8 April of 1899. October of 1899, led his first combat action with 300 Marines to take Noveleta from Filipino troops of New Philippine Republic. Then the Boxer Rebellion in China, Battle of Tientsin on 13 July 1990. Climbed out of a trench to rescue a fallen Marine officer, was shot in the thigh, received a brevet promotion to captain, promoted to major, commanded the 3-1 Marine Division from 1909 to 1912 in Nicaragua with the Battle of Masaya. And then in 1914 was dispatched as a Marine officer of a battleship squadron off the coast of Veracruz, Mexico, to monitor a Mexican revolution. Woodrow Wilson discovered an armed shipment and sent a contingent of Marines to intercept. On 21 April 1914, street fighting and sniper fire occurred, resulting in door-to-door searches to root out resistance. His first Medal of Honor was for distinguished conduct in a battle engaged in the Veracruz. 22 April 1914, Major Butler was eminent and conspicuous in command of his battalion. He exhibited courage and skill in leading his men through action of the 22nd and the final occupation of the city. Apparently, my notes did not save. Anyways, he tried to give back his first Medal of Honor, and the commandant was like, not only are you not going to give it back, but you're going to wear it. So then, World War I, he received a second Medal of Honor, which I don't have the citation in front of me anymore, like I thought it was gonna. But then this dude, he was also, I believe, the chief of police in Philadelphia, and then wrote a book called War is a Racket, in which he basically just shit on the entire war machine of the United States.
I mean, I don't feel like that's necessarily a hard thing to do.
He's like, I made a 34-year career out of this, and by the way, all of it was trash, and it's all just for the United States to make money. That's it. I'm like, wow. Dude's got stones.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's, I think that coming from a person of that position and all the years of service, and in order to even be that, like, you have to go through so many levels of selection, and like superior sustained performance is like one of the big buzzwords, right?
He reached general. He was promoted to, I gotta pull it up. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, he was promoted.
That's another thing that's kind of nice about this, because we have our computers in front of us right now.
I can look at things. Actually, why don't I do that on the computer instead of my phone? Can you? I
can pull up Ric Flair's yell instead of me, just mimicking it.
Smedley Butler and Smedley. And the Maverick Marine General Smedley Butler. Give me the Wikipedia. Wikipedia is like the greatest and worst thing ever. Major General Smedley Darlington Butler, nicknamed the Maverick Marine. What was his second Medal of Honor? Haiti. Not World War I. In 1915, Haitian President Vilbrun Guillaume Sam was killed by a mob. In response, the United States ordered the USS Connecticut to Haiti with Major Butler and a group of Marines on board. On October 24, 1915, an estimated 400 cacos ambushed Butler's patrol of 44 mounted Marines when they approached Fort, I can't say that word, surrounded. The Marines maintained a perimeter through the night. The next morning, they charged the much larger enemy force by breaking out in three directions. The startled Haitians fled. In early November, Butler and a force of 700 Marines and sailors returned to the mountains to clear the area. At their temporary headquarters base in Latrell, they fought off an attack by about 100 cacos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. After the Americans took several other forts and ramparts during the following days, only Fort Riviera, an old French-built stronghold atop Montagne Noire, was left. I don't know if we know this. JT Taco does not French well. The operation was given 3 companies of Marines and some sailors from the USS Connecticut, about 100 men. They encircled the fort and gradually closed in on it. Butler reached the fort from the southern side with 15th Company and found a small opening in the wall. The Marines entered through the opening and engaged in hand-to-hand combat. Butler and the Marines took the rebel stronghold in action, which he received his second Medal of Honor, as well as the Haitian Medal of Honor. Battle lasted less than 20 minutes. That sounds intense.
Yeah, that does sound pretty crazy.
Yeah. Philadelphia Director of Public Safety.
Yeah.
And then wrote a book shitting on everyone. Had anti-war lectures. Like he became very much a pacifist. And then he was involved in a business plot. This was interesting too. So in November of 1934, Butler claimed the existence of a political conspiracy by business leaders to overthrow President Roosevelt. That would have been FDR. A series of allegations that came to be known in the media as the business plot. A special committee of the House of Representatives headed by Representative McCormick of Massachusetts and Dick Stein of New York. Sorry, I can't. Dick Skinners, who was later alleged to have been a paid. I couldn't not. I'm sorry. Who was later alleged to have been a paid agent of the NKVD, heard his testimony in secret. The McCormick-Dick Stein Committee was the precursor to the House of Un-American Activities Committee. In November 34, Butler told the committee that one Gerald McGuire told him that a group of businessmen, supposedly backed by a private army of 500,000 ex-soldiers and others, intended to establish a fascist dictatorship. Butler had been asked to lead it, he said, by McGuire, who was a bond salesman with Grayson, Murphy & Co. The New York Times reported that Butler had told friends that General Hugh Johnson, former head of the National Recovery Administration, was to be installed as dictator, and that the J.P. Morgan banking firm was behind the plot. Butler told Congress that McGuire had told him the attempted coup was backed by $3 million and the 500,000 men that were probably to be assembled in Washington, D.C. the following year. All the parties alleged to be publicly involved said there was no truth in the story, calling it a joke and a fantasy. In its report to the House, the committee stated that while no evidence was presented to show a connection with any fascist activity of any European country, there was no question that these attempts were discussed, were planned, and might have been placed in execution, and that your committee was able to verify all the pertinent statements made by General Butler, with the exception of this direct statement about the creation of the organization. So, real things that happened.
Yeah. Wow.
Man.
Geez. I say this, I feel like every episode, but I think it's just that we have some interesting topics that we cover, but there's a lot to unpack there, right? I mean, not only was this guy recognized, right, not only recognized for his, extraordinary heroism under valor from, and being a Medal of Honor recipient, which is like a whole nother topic we could cover in itself, right? But then to also be recognized by a foreign country in which he was impacting directly as an American, and then on top of all that, to walk away from those experiences and to feel so strongly. And I mean, because, at that point when you're in those levels, and if he was offered a position to lead this coup d'etat or whatever, then obviously this guy ran in some pretty high circles. He had to, I would imagine, been maybe even an elite in whatever societal structures, circles he ran in. So, yeah, that's kind of fucking wild. And, it also makes me wonder, not to give credence to our conspiracy theory episode, but absolutely to. And I wonder how many of these things take place and happen. And there is no, this guy was 500,000 troops, overthrowing that. I mean, that would be noticed. I would. Right. Think. But I'm just saying.
You think somebody would look out the window and be like, "Hey guys, did you order an army? Because I didn't."
And we were so focused on communism, we weren't even paying attention to a subversive threat from within,
From within.
Anyway, this guy, right. He walks away with those experiences and is just so, I mean, do you think it's being jaded and scorned about all? I mean, that guy obviously went through things that I'll never go through or imagine I could, so I don't know. That's kind of intense,
It's a lot intense. It's not just kind of intense. It's a lot intense. And then he just putrefies the entire American military for just being basically running a giant scam on the rest of the world. Which isn't wrong, honestly. I mean, maybe. We'll accept World War II.
I mean, you remember that one time there was the Geneva Conventions and all these countries like France and England were like, hey, Germany, you can't just steal these countries and call them yours.
You can't do that.
And Germany's like, okay. Hey, what's behind your back? Oh, India. Oh, in Nova Scotia. Can't, really? Right.
You will
And
mind
in
your
the
business.
meantime, those poor Poland, like, jeez. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, I mean, could you even imagine having a conversation with that guy, just like sitting down, like in this kind of environment, and just hearing what he has to say, and being able to interact and have a full conversation with the guy. I think that okay, I understand that perspective, I think. And I think that there is some like causation correlation here, right? I'm not denying that there is a war machine, and I mean, the military is an apparatus that is meant to set that up and put it in motion in a lot of ways, right? And like, I would be remiss to not acknowledge that there's profiteering that happens in any war, period, right? So now, right, so like, where's the morality, where's the ethics behind a lot of this? And I don't know, that's a good question, and probably not something that we talk about enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So if anything, like, yeah, I do I agree with what this guy says? I would say I'm not, other than just hearing about it now, I'm probably not well educated enough. But I mean, this guy is obviously way more intelligent than I am, and this guy knows how it works. You can't just say some shit like that and not have some kind of like empirical proof or evidence or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not get the heat. Not have the Boeing guys coming after you.
I do feel like there's a right and a wrong way to approach these things, I guess, But then again, I mean, fuck it, who am I? This guy's a Medal of Honor recipient.
He's a Major General. Like, okay, Chief.
Yeah, which is 08.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some medically retired E7 is not a fucking blip on this guy's radar.
Who the fuck are you? I don't care what your opinion is.
Oh, God.
In fact, not only do I not care what your opinion is, I'm not acknowledging your opinion. You don't exist. I don't know who you are.
Sailor.
This is my favorite new trick.
About face. Forward. March.
Half right. Face. Front leaning rest position. Move.
Thank you, musician. Begin. Oh. Right. Dude, I still love calling cadence way too much. Yeah. Yeah.
When are you gonna get
well,
back
anyway,
on
thank you for. Oh.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, so. Yeah, no, thanks for sharing that. That was pretty cool, and
yeah, I wanted to bring that up for a couple of weeks, and it's just like not been an opportunity. But you brought up old band. Sure. I'm like, watch me put this here. When are you gonna get back on some Matt?
Okay, so I hear that in the gym too. It's kind of funny. Okay, it's right, the plan is. Okay, so I thought about doing it this week. And not like going back, like boom, rolling and all, like that's. Yeah. I'm not considering that. So I was thinking about going, just some fundies, as we like to call them, the fundies classes,
fundies.
And so I thought about doing that. And this week has just had other plans. My motorcycle broke down yesterday, so I spent half the day like dealing with that. And then today I was gonna run out and get some. I was gonna, maybe try to get a class in tonight, but I think I'm gonna be out of Fort Collins the rest of this afternoon. So, which is fine. I mean, the longer I wait, as long as it's not too long, that's okay. So I think that my plan is I'm gonna shift and I'm gonna try to get at least two fundamentals classes in next week.
Okay. Are you doing the Global War on Terror wall escorts? Did I say that right? Tomorrow? G-Wall wall?
Yes, sir. You did say that. Yes, sir. Yes, that's correct. And I'll be doing that tomorrow. I won't be doing it on my faithful steed since it's in the shop. I'll probably be doing it on the lowrider. So,
she lets you touch
yeah, I can do it on the lowrider. Barely.
Barely.
Like, I mean,
Get away
we went
that's
because
my
she
bike,
got
get away.
okay, right. So, just brief context: my wife bought a new motorcycle on Saturday. Now, with that being said, it is a nice motorcycle. It is nicer than any motorcycle I've probably ever ridden. So also, it's my wife's bike. So with that being said, no, I'm not trying to put myself in a situation where it gets scratched, or I'm doing, something maybe not too intelligent, and something happens to the motorcycle. I would feel bad, and she might actually kill me. So.
It's a high.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, like we brought it home, and then this is Saturday, and we finally got home. We had a long day that day. We had ridden a lot, and she's sitting on the couch, and I get up to go grab something out of the fridge, and I'm like next to the garage, and I open the door of the garage, and she's like, "Don't even look at it. Close the door. Don't look at my motorcycle."
Don't even avert your eyes, Chief.
I'm like, yes, ma'am.
You are
kind
not
of deal.
qualified. Not qualified.
Right. Because out of all the people on this earth that have ridden with me the most, it's Erica. So, and I do think I'm a, I'd say average, maybe a little bit above average rider, I would say.
Not
get a lot of experience, but I'm not a professional, right? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So that's the plan, and so later today, actually, I gotta run some errands, and I'll probably be running around the lowrider trying to get used to it before the Escort. So
for the Escort, I think I will be there on Saturday with the older Mini Me because we will have a new Mini Me. But I think I'm going to take her out of the house on Saturday and go over to the Memorial Day, the Vet Plaza. So I should see you there, see everyone there.
Yeah,
Not
that sounds
bike,
good.
yeah,
right. Skirt. Record stop. Rewind.
No, we're gonna go
What'd
back
you
to
say? What?
Oh yeah, we're having another
what?
Mini Me tomorrow. Tomorrow we're having our second Mini Me. That's happening. It's been
so excited for you.
Been cooking for 9 months, and I guess we gotta go to the baker and get it out. I don't know why I said it like that. We're going to the hospital tomorrow to have a baby, okay?
Right, because the baker's got to take the bun out of the oven.
Right, yeah. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I'm tracking 100%. Yeah. So
every woman listening to this is
baby,
like, what the fuck did he say?
You're like, we just mansplained our way out of. Never mind. Anyway, moving on.
It's there now.
Skirt. Rewind. Anyway. Tomorrow is the 22nd.
Yep.
So our birthday will be on the 22nd. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. I'm just glad that we beat June, because I don't want to have 2 June birthdays for kids. I'm not trying to stack birthdays.
Yeah, that would be... I mean, I feel like you've had some choice in that matter.
Yeah, go with that. Definitely a choice. It's my choice. Sure.
Oh shit. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, that's exciting, and I'm super excited for you guys, and yeah, I can't wait. It's always awesome, seeing friends and family grow their families, and yeah, I'm really happy for you guys. So
yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. Be a full-time girl dad. Because we're done.
Yeah.
Ain't no boys coming.
Sounds like probably not.
No, not.
I mean, I guess you'd have to have 2 more to find out. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Oh, I know what'll be funny. I'll hide a harmonica in my pocket. What is happening? Also, why are you good at that?
You gotta get down on a harmonica, man. I know. I meant to bring it to Devilstone last year so I could like sit around the campfire and play it, and I forgot. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna bring it this year.
Did you see?
Oh yeah.
Who added their name to the wait list for Devilstone? Apparently, Devilstone is sold out. They've got a wait list for tickets. Did you see who has added their name?
Yeah. Why was that man even playing around? Why didn't he just get his tickets back in the day? Like he's not gonna go.
Well, I mean, he also had a new Mini-Me, so kind of get it, but also don't get it. Our local friendly bison rancher,
yep,
will be joining. Well, he'll be joining.
No,
you're
right. I mean, because their baby is also fairly young.
Yeah, a month.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Whoa.
He's gonna come.
No. Not a month, right?
Yeah. At least a month. Maybe longer. Maybe like 6 weeks. Just gonna make things up.
Anyway, yeah.
Maybe 12.
No. I mean, that's and our friend Josh added his name. That's what I thought you were talking about at first, Josh. And then when you talked about another human, I'm like, nah, Josh.
Also him.
But
I'm like,
I'm like, Josh. I'm
understand.
like, why did you wait? Like, you weren't gonna not go. Like, come on, dude.
The redheaded Texan.
Oh, speaking of Josh. Yeah, he's mustachioed now. Doesn't have a beard. Have you seen this?
I saw that. How offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Not the mustache, the no beard.
Yeah, that.
I also saw he was riding double dutch with another dude. What's happening there?
I was wishing that was me.
I saw that too. I see everything. I'm an E4. I know all the things.
Okay.
I know all.
Yeah, that E4 Mafia stuff. Okay.
Mafia
time
doesn't
out.
exist.
Can we do a bit, please?
I don't have a spider in this office, I promise you.
No. Yeah, not a spider bit. Okay, it's two dudes riding a motorcycle bit.
Okay. Go.
Let's do it.
Go. I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, we're gonna go for it. Okay, well, hang on. Let me finish my Josh story. So Josh hits us up as soon as he finds out Erica got the lowrider, and he's like, "Hey, my friend, she had a lowrider. She had a Bassani 2-to-1 on it, and she ended up getting rid of the exhaust or getting a new exhaust."
I had
like,
the
"Hey,
Bassani 2-to-1 on the Road King. I had the Bassani 2-to-1 Shorty, the Road Rage. Oh, great! I loved it.
Yeah, so he told Erica, he's like, if you pay for shipping, you can have the pipes. I'm like, do you know what I had to go through to get a 2-to-1, get it installed, get it reinstalled after it broke, and you're just gonna... I'm like, Josh, you're a great guy, man.
A few moments later.
Anyways, I guess we should probably wrap this up.
Yes, we should.
This is a good way to do this, I think. I'll come back to your place, but we should do this more often, and then this way we can invite other people to join us as a guest and have the 3-screen going on their phones wherever they're at. That way we can reach out to people in other states.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to have a guest soon, I think.
I think so. It's been a minute since the ghost dropped in upon us.
Yeah, the ghost sighting. Yep.
And then he ghosted us.
That guy is really good at vanishing.
He's the one that introduced me.
That man can vanish.
He's the one that introduced me to the concept of an Irish goodbye, because I'd never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
And when he explained what it was, and then I saw him do this, I'm like, that is the greatest way to leave an event or a gathering ever, because there's a lot of people. Like, the stuff that we do, there's usually 25, 30, 50, 100 people. And I don't want to say goodbye to everybody. I love them all. I want them to be safe. I want to go. So I don't want to take, because it's like when you, the process of like, hey, I'm going to leave now, and then like to go around and say, hey, goodbye to 100 people, and you've just added 40 minutes to an hour onto your exit time. And so literally I'm like, you, see you later. She's on a bicycle.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I heard a bicycle bell. Irish goodbye.
It was me leaving the event.
And he is... Right. Yeah. Man, those guys. Okay, well, let's think about a guest, and then yeah, man, that sounds good. Yeah, this was great, and good luck again, and I'm excited for you guys. And next time we do this, you'll be a dad again, ×2.
Again, still.
Still.
All right.
Oh, jeez. All right, man. Yep.
Chief,
I'll catch you later.
Have fun riding tomorrow. Be safe.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
scratch the low rider. I'd like to see you again, so please don't scratch the low rider.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All right.
Chief signing off.
Deuces. We'll see you later. Bye.